This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning. Today we are going to discuss SLR parsing table and parsing the input string by using the SLR parsing table. Okay. Yes, this is the problem. Construct a SLR parsing table for the given grammar. This is the given grammar. E tends to E plus T slash T and T tends to T star F slash F and F tends to open parenthesis capital E close parenthesis slash ID. This is the given grammar, and this grammar will divide and will write each production separately. Now here these are two productions, these are two productions, and these are two productions. We wrote separately here E tends to E plus T, E tends to T, and T tends to T star F, and T tends to F. F tends to open parenthesis capital E and close parenthesis, and F tends to ID. This is the given grammar. Now we need to add augmented grammar for this given grammar. To add augmented grammar, what we need to follow is whatever the grammar given, for that grammar there should be a starting symbol. There is a starting symbol. In this grammar, E is the starting symbol. Augmented grammar is starting symbol dash tends to starting symbol. That will be the augmented grammar. Then we added, this is the starting symbol, dash tends to cap. So this is the starting symbol. We added this, and forget about this dot first. Okay, this is E dash tends to E. Apart from this production, all the remaining productions are these only. Okay, we added starting symbol dash tends to starting symbol. That is the augmented grammar. All this together we call it as augmented grammar. Okay, after that we need to keep dot at the left side of the right side production. Okay, this is the left side of the right side production. Then we need to add dot. Okay, after adding dot, see here, we call this as I naught. This is the same what we have done. This is the augmented grammar, and these are the remaining productions, and we added dot at the left side of the right side production. Okay, this dot. Okay, this together we call as I naught. Okay, on this I naught we have to perform go to and closure operations. Now observe clearly, this is the I naught, this is the I naught, this is I naught, all this is I naught. Okay, on this I naught, after dot, what is there? This is the dot. After dot, E is there. After dot, E is there. See here, after dot, this is a dot. After dot, E is there. After dot, here also E is there. After dot, T is there. After dot, T is there. After dot, F is there. After dot, open parenthesis there is there, and after this dot, ID is there. So we can perform go to of this whole this as I naught comma E, I naught comma E. So after that E is there, we can consider these two production. After that, go to of I naught comma T, I naught comma T, these two productions. After that, go to of I naught comma f, I naught comma f. After that, go to of I naught comma open parenthesis. See here, observe here, this is the I naught comma open parenthesis. See here, this is I naught comma open parenthesis. After that, go to of I naught comma id. This is go to of I naught comma id. These are the go to operations we can perform on I naught. Okay, let us see each one by one. Go to of I naught comma e. First of all, let us see go to of I naught comma e here. Go to of I naught comma e. Whenever we are performing go to of I naught comma, on what we are performing? On e. On e. On this we are performing. So we have to check where the e after dot in the I naught. See, after dot there is a e here, after dot there is a e here. Any other production which is having a e after dot, you can say this is the production which is having e, but this is a production which is having e, but this e is not after dot. There is open parenthesis after dot, so we cannot consider this production. So these two are the productions we need to consider whenever we are performing go to operation on the I naught, and we are performing e. Okay, go to operation for e. So we have consider these two production, then e dash tends to, this dot has to move this side. See here, this dot move this side. E dash tends to e dot, e dash tends to e dot. Then then what is the other production? E tends to dot e plus t. Whenever this dot comes this side, then this becomes like this. E tends to e dot plus t. After dot we got a terminal symbol. After dot we got a terminal symbol. So we'll leave that as it is. Any other production which is having a e after dot? No other production is there. So we collectively these productions we can name this as I1. We can name this as I1. Okay. See here, this is I1. What is this? This is I1. Then on I naught, go to of I naught comma E is completed. Then go for the next one. Go to of I naught comma T. I naught comma T. See here, go to of I naught comma T. These are the two productions which are having T after dot. T after dot. So we consider these two productions. Then what these productions becomes? E tends to T dot. E tends to T dot. See here, dot comes this side. E tends to T dot. What is the other production? T tends to, this dot comes to this side, and T tends to T dot star F. After dot we got a star symbol. This is the terminal, so we cannot write, we should not write anything, any more productions for the star. No productions for the star. Now this we name it as I2. This is I2. Then I go to of I naught comma T is completed. Then T is completed. Then go to of I naught comma F. I naught comma F. If you observe all this right side, there is only one production which is having F after dot. Then we consider that production T tends to, this dot comes this side, F dot, F dot. Any other production? No production. So we name it as I3. This is I3. I3 we finished. Now go to of I naught comma F is completed. Then next one is go to of I naught comma open parenthesis. This is I naught comma open parenthesis. Then this is only the production which is having open parenthesis after dot. So let us consider that production. Then this production will become f tends to open parenthesis. This dot comes this side. This dot comes this side. After dot, we got a non-terminal capital E and closed bracket. Whenever a non-terminal occurred after dot, we should write the productions of that particular non-terminal which are in the I naught. So here E is the non-terminal we got after dot. So we should write the E productions. What are the E productions here? See here. E tends to dot E plus T. So we wrote that E tends to dot E plus T. So I'll mention here. We wrote E tends to E dot E plus T. And one more production is there, E tends to dot E. That also we wrote. E tends to dot E. Next, we have to, after writing these two productions, we have to check after dot any non-terminal is there. After dot, after this dot, non-terminal is there here. So for this non-terminal, we need to write productions. We have to check in the I naught. Here, E tends to dot E plus T and E tends to dot T. These are the two productions for E. We already wrote those two productions. No need to write again. Next, E tends to dot T. So we need to write the T productions. These are the two T productions we need to write in this. So we wrote the T tends to dot T star F and T tends to dot F. These two productions we wrote. After writing these T productions, we need to check after dot any non-terminal occurred. Let us check. After dot there is a T. So we need to write T productions. We go here and check. These are the two T productions and we already wrote those. No need to write again. So next T tends to dot F. So F productions we need to write. These are the two F productions we need to write in this. So F tends to dot open parenthesis E close parenthesis. F tends to dot ID. These two productions we wrote. After writing, we need to check any non-terminal occurred after dot. We need to check here. Dot open parenthesis. Open parenthesis is a terminal symbol. So no need to write any more production here. And F tends to dot ID. ID is also a terminal symbol. No need to add any more productions here. So we complete this. Okay. Now we call this as I4. This we call as I4. Understood? Now come to I naught again. I naught, go to of I naught comma open parenthesis is completed. Then go to of I naught comma ID. Go to of I naught comma ID. Then this dot comes that side and F tends to ID. We call it as I5. This as I5. Okay. Now go to operations on this I naught is completed because after dot E T F open parenthesis ID completed. Then again come to I1. We are having a two productions here. After dot there is nothing here, so dot already reached to the end. So this we can call as a final item. And E tends to E dot plus T. E dot plus T. After dot what is there? Plus symbol is there. After dot plus symbol is there. So go to of I1 comma plus we can perform. Go to of I1 comma plus we can perform. Okay. Go to of I1 comma plus we can perform. So whenever we are performing go to of I1 comma plus, this dot comes this side. E tends to E plus, this dot comes this side and dot T. Now we need to check here. After dot, what we got? This is a dot. After dot, what we got? Non-terminal. Non-terminal symbol occurred. So whenever the non-terminal occurred after dot, we need to write these T productions which are in I naught. I naught. What are the T productions? These two are the T productions. We wrote. We wrote. After writing T productions, we need to check after dot any non-terminal. Here non-terminal is there. F productions also we need to write. After writing, we need to check any non-terminal occurred after dot. No non-terminal occurred. So let us name it as I6. This as I6. Okay. Now come to I2 because I1 is completed. No other production is remained to perform a go to operation. So come to I2. In this I2 also there is a final item here. E tends to T dot. We cannot perform go to operation on this. Then T tends to T dot star F. Okay. What we can perform go to operation here? Go to of I2 comma star. This is go to of I2 comma star. Then this production becomes T tends to T star dot, this dot comes this side, T star dot F. F. After, see here, after dot, what we got? F we got. F is a non-terminal symbol. So we need to add F productions. What are the F productions? These two are the F productions. So we added these two F productions, and any non-terminal occurred after that we have to check. We checked and no non-terminal occurred. So we collectively call this as I7. I7. This is named as I7. So I2 is completed. Then come to I3. I3 is having only one production, which is a final item, and the dot is reached to already to the end. So we no need to perform any go to operation on this. So I3 is also finished. Now come to I4. I4. On I4, what we can perform is after dot there is E, after dot there is E, after dot T, after dot T, after dot F, after dot open parenthesis, after dot ID. These are all the go to operations we can perform. That means go to of I4 comma E, go to of I4 comma T, go to of I4 comma F, go to of I4 comma open parenthesis, go to of I4 comma ID. Okay, now let us see each one by one. Now first of all, go to of I4 comma E. Whenever we are performing go to of I4 comma E, then this becomes, these are the two productions which are having E after dot T. So first let us take the first one. F tends to open parenthesis, this dot comes this side, E dot closed parenthesis. Okay, that production is over. Come to the next production. E tends to E dot, because this dot comes this side, E dot plus T. After that only terminal symbol, no need to add any more production. So we can name this as I8. This as I8. Okay, now go to of I4 comma E completed. Now go to of I4 comma T. Go to of I4 comma T. Then what are the productions are having a T after dot? These are the two productions. Let us take first one. E tends to T dot because this dot comes this side. Okay. Next, T tends to T dot because this dot comes this side. T dot star F. After dot, we got a terminal symbol. No need to write any more productions here. So we call this as, we have to name it. Actually, we have to name it. But if we check, E tends to T dot and T tends to T dot star F, this is equivalent to I2. So we name it as I2. Instead of giving a new name, this is the repeated set of items. So we name it as I2. Okay. Next, go to of I4 comma F. I4 comma F. This is the only one production which is having F after dot. Then T tends to F dot. This is equivalent to I3. So we give the name I3. This is I3. Next one is go to of uh, I4 comma open parenthesis. Go to of I4 comma open. Whenever we are performing go to of I4 comma open parenthesis, this gives the result the same I4 because whenever we performed on I0 comma open parenthesis, this we got. Now also if we perform I4 in I4 also, this is the production same F tends to dot open parenthesis E close parenthesis. If we perform the I4 comma open parenthesis also, we will get the same because this dot moves this side. E productions we need to add. After adding a E productions, we need to check there is a T productions also we need to add. After adding T productions, we need to check any non-terminal occur dot after dot. Checking has done, and after that there is F occurred, so we need to add F productions also. That means this whole thing repeat again. So we kept the self loop. So I4. You observe here whatever the I1, I2, I3, all those we wrote in this pink color or the repeated set of items. Okay. Now this yields I4. This gives the I4. Then what remained? I4 comma ID. Then F tends to ID dot because this dot comes this side. F tends to ID. Then this is equivalent to I5. I5. So no need to give the new name. This is equivalent to this. That's what we gave the name I5. Okay. Now come to, this is I4. I4 completed. Come to I5. Can we perform any go to operation on this? No, we cannot because this dot already reached to the end. So whatever the set of items we got from I0, all are completed. I1, I2, I3, I4, and I5. After completion of this, we go to the uh, I6, I6. So this I6 is came from the I1. So in I6 we are having a productions. This after that there is T, after that there is F, after that there is open parenthesis, after that there is ID. So we can perform go to of I6 comma T, I6 comma F, I6 comma open parenthesis, I6 comma ID. Okay, let us see each one by one. I6 comma T first. Whenever you are performing I6 comma T, then these are the two productions we need to consider because these are the two productions which are having a T after dot. In this production, after dot there is T. In this production also after dot there is T. No other productions having T. So these two productions we need to consider. Then we will write E tends to E plus T dot because this dot comes this side, T dot, and T tends to this dot comes this side. That means T tends to T dot star F, T dot star F. Any other productions which are having a dot T? No. So we name it as I9, I9 because already I7, I8 we named. Then this is the new set of items, so we name it as I9. Okay. Now I6 comma T is completed. Then I6 comma, after that there is F. So I6 comma F. This definitely gives the I3. Okay. Next I6 comma open parenthesis. Whenever you perform, it definitely gives the I4. By practice, you will come to know that what gives the result uh, like that. Then F tends to ID. This definitely gives the I5. No need to write again. Okay. Now I6 is completed. Come to I7. I7. After that, there is F here, T star dot F. After that, open parenthesis, after that, ID. So we can perform three operations. Go to off I7 comma F, go to off I7 comma open parenthesis, go to off I7 comma ID. Then go to, first of all, let us see, go to off I7 comma F. Then we can perform, after that, there is F in this production only, no other production is having. T tends to T star F dot, because this dot moves this side. So T tends to T star F dot. Okay. So we name it as I10. We name it as I10. Next, whenever we perform I7 comma open parenthesis, it definitely gives the I4. We can, if we perform I7 comma ID, it definitely gives I5. Okay. I7 is completed. Next, come to I8. I8. On I8, we can perform, after that there is closed parenthesis, after that there is a plus. So go to off I8 comma closed parenthesis. First of all, let us see, go to off I8 comma closed parenthesis. Then F tends to open parenthesis, E closed parenthesis, dot. Any other production which are having a closed parenthesis after dot? No. So we'll close this and we'll name it as I11. I11. Next, we can perform I8 comma plus, I8 comma plus. Whenever you perform, this dot comes this side, then this production becomes E tends to E plus dot T. E plus dot T. After that, there is a T, so we need to add a T productions. Two T productions has to add. After adding a T productions, F productions also we need to add. Then that is equivalent to I6, to this only, to this, to this, it is equivalent. It is equivalent. So instead of writing all this, I wrote I6. Okay. Now I8 is completed. Come to I9. Can we perform any go to operation on this? Yes, there is a star after that. So go to of I9 comma star. Whenever we perform, it gives I7. How it gives I7? T tends to T star dot F. T star dot F. After that, F came. F productions also we need. So we need to add. So where is I7? Let us check. See here, T tends to T star dot F and F productions. So this also equivalents to I7. That's what, instead of writing all those productions, we wrote a repeated set of item, that is I7. Let's come to I10. Already this is the final item. Come to I11. This is also a final item. We cannot perform any more operations on this. Okay, this is the way of finding canonical set of items. Canonical set of items. Okay, am I clear? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is this visible to you? Is my screen visible to you?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Now, see here, see here, how many set of items we got? How many set of items?
11.
11. That's what we wrote states 0 to 11 here. Understood? These are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Someone has unmuted, please mute yourself. Some unnecessary noise is coming. So number of states 0 to 11. Okay. Next, we are having action and go to. Action and go to tables. This is SLR parsing table. In this SLR parsing table, we are having action and go to. In action part, we will write all the terminal symbols. Whatever the terminal symbols we are having, if you observe here, this is the given grammar. This is the in this given grammar, what are the terminal symbols are? This ID is a terminal symbol, and plus is a terminal symbol, and star is a terminal symbol, and open parenthesis is a terminal symbol, and closed parenthesis is a terminal symbol. We wrote all those ID plus star, open parenthesis, closed parenthesis. And this is the dollar we need to add for the action. That means a terminal symbol. For the terminal symbol, we need to add dollar also. Okay. Now we got how to write these terminal symbols in action table. Now go to table. In this go to table, whatever the non-terminal symbols in grammar, those we should write. Here in this grammar, we are having E non-terminal, T non-terminal, F non-terminal. So E, T, F we wrote. Okay. Now we got the schema for this table. So these are the terminal symbols in the given grammar and dollar. And these are the non-terminal symbols in the given grammar. And these are the number of set of items we got, canonical set of items we got 0 to 11. Now let us see how to write, how to fill this table. Okay. If you observe 0, 0 on ID, 0 on ID. Okay. See here, this is I0, this is I0 on ID. Where it went? I5. Is it right or wrong? I will keep this as a small. Yes. Now is my screen visible to you? Everyone, please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now this is I0, right? This is I0. On this I0, by giving ID, where it went? I5, right? I0 on ID, where it went? I5, right? Instead of writing I5, we just replaced I with S. That is S5. That means shift to 5. Shifting. We are shifting. S5. Understood? అర్థమైందండి?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now
Yes, sir.
I0 on open parenthesis, where it went? I0 on open parenthesis, it went to I4, right? I0 on open parenthesis, it went to I4. That's what we wrote S4 here. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now I0 on F, where it went? I3. In go to table, we should not specify
Yes.
I3 or S3 like that. We should write only numeric value. We should write only numeric value. That's what go to of I0 comma F. It is going to I3. So I wrote only 3. I wrote only 3 here. Now go to of I0 comma T. Where it is going? I2. So I specified 2 here. Now go to of I0 comma I0 comma E, where it went? I1. So I specified 1 here. This you understood how we wrote the first line? Please tell me.
Understood, sir.
Okay. Next come to I1. From I1 comma plus. This is a 1 on plus. Where it went? See here. This is a 6, right? I6. So we wrote S6. Understood? Now we added a augmented grammar. If you observe here in I1, augmented grammar is ended here. E dash tends to E dot. This is augmented grammar, and this is the final item. E dash tends to E dot, because dot already reached to the end. So that is accept state. Understood? That means if you take any string, you reach to the starting symbol. That means that is accept state. Okay. From I1 only one. This I6, that is already we wrote 1 on plus. That means I1 on plus. We go to I6, that is S6. I1 on dollar. We wrote accept, that is a dollar. That means this is augmented grammar. That's what we wrote at the dollar position. So I1 on dollar, it gives the accept state. Next come to I2 నుంచి ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళిందండి? I2 నుంచి go to of I2 comma star. This is a star. Okay, this is a star. సో ఇక్కడ ఏం రాయాలి? go to of I2 comma star. I2 నుంచి స్టార్ ఇస్తే ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళిందండి? సో I2 comma star, it went to I7. So at I2 star we need to write S7. So from I2, is there any one? No. So I2 is completed. Go to I3. From I3, is there any operation we performed? No set of items has been came from the I3. Next I4. From I4 on E is there, I4 on T is there, I4 on F is there, I4 on open parenthesis is there, I4 on ID is there. So let us check. I4, first of all, I4 on E, where it went? I8. So I4 on E, it is going to I8. So instead of writing I8, just a numeric value I wrote 8 here. Understood? Next I4 on T. This I4 on T, it went to I2. So I4 on T, it went to I2. So we wrote 2. I4 on F, it went to I3. That's what we wrote 3 here. I4 on open parenthesis, it went to I4 only, self loop. So instead of writing I4, we wrote a S4. I4 on ID, it went to I5. Now come to I5. I5 నుంచి ఎక్కడ ఏమి లేదు. సో I5 లో ఏం లేదు. Next come to I6. Then from I6 there are 4 paths, that is I6 comma T, I6 comma F, I6 comma open parenthesis, I6 comma ID. Then I6 comma T, it is going to I9. I6 comma, see here, this is the T. This is a T and this is a I6. So we wrote 9. Okay. Now I6 comma F, I6 comma F, it is going to I3. So 3 we wrote. Next I6 comma open parenthesis, this I6 comma open parenthesis, it goes to I4. So S4. I6 comma ID, it is going to I5, that is S5. Come to I7. I7, on I7 we have three operations. Go to of I7 comma F, I7 comma open parenthesis, I7 comma ID. I7 comma F, it is going to I10. I7 comma this F, I10. So we wrote 10. I7 comma open parenthesis I4, that is S4. I7 comma ID, it is going to S5 or I5. So we wrote S5. Then come to I8. Where is I8? This is I8. On I8, what are the operations? I8 comma closed parenthesis, I8 comma plus. Whenever I8 comma closed parenthesis, this is I8. This is I8 comma, this is a closed parenthesis, right? I8 comma closed parenthesis, that is I11. So S11 we wrote, S11. Okay. Now I8 comma plus, this is I8 comma plus, that is equals to S6. I6 actually, that we are writing a S6 here. Now come to I9. Where is I9? This is I9. So from I9, what are the operations? Go to of I9 comma star. This is I9 on star. Where it is going? I7, that is S7. Come to I10, there is no operation. I11, there is no go to operation. So we filled the shift operations and this non-terminal go to table also we filled, and these pink color fillings are the shift operations. Now we need to fill the reduce operations. We need to fill the reduce operations. You can observe in this table the letters which are written in black color are the reduce operations. How we wrote these reduce operations? Let us check. First of all, let us write the given grammar like this: E tends to E plus T, E tends to T, T tends to T star F, T tends to F, F tends to open parenthesis, E close parenthesis, F tends to ID. So this is the given grammar and number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, in front of the number keep R. R means reduce. R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6. Okay, now we need to keep reduce operations for the follow of non-terminal symbols. Here the non-terminal symbols are E, T, F. We need to find out the follow of E, T, F. First of all, let us find out the follow of E, T, F. Before finding the follow of non-terminal symbols, we need to know the three rules to find out the follow. Okay, see here in RHS, a non-terminal followed by a epsilon, that implies follow of B is equals to follow of A. That is the first rule. That means I'll show you here. Suppose E tends to FT. That means if we want to find out follow of F here, if we want to find out the follow of F here, then see here E tends to ft. F follow T is following F. So T is a non-terminal. T is a non-terminal. In that situation, we need to find out the first of T, then that first of T is equivalent to the follow of F. That is one rule. Okay, suppose if this is another rule, E tends to F is there. We want to find out the follow of F, but here there is nothing following by F. After F there is nothing. So in this situation, follow of F is equals to follow of E only. Follow of F is equals to follow of E only. Okay, suppose if it is like this, F plus T, then if we want to find out the follow of F, after F there is a plus, that means a terminal symbol. If there is any terminal symbol after non-terminal symbol, that is a follow of F, then the terminal symbol has to write. Those are only the see here, non-terminal followed by epsilon, that implies follow of B is equals to follow of A. That means if it is not here there is nothing after F, means follow of F is equals to follow of E. If there is something and which is a terminal, we should take that terminal symbol. That is another case. Another case is if there is a non-terminal after a non-terminal, then we should find out the first of the non-terminal and give it to the follow of that particular non-terminal. Understood? So in this case, we will consider plus as a follow of F, and see here F tends to Ft. In this case, and see here T tends to open parenthesis then in this case F tends to Ft. We are finding the follow of F here, but after F there is a non-terminal. If this is a non-terminal, we should find out the first of this T. So first of this T, how to find out the first of this T? So we should find out the T productions. So these are the two T productions. Okay, after arrow, whatever the terminal symbols, all those terminal symbols are comes under the first of T. In this case, first of T is open parenthesis comma id, because those two are the terminal symbols. So this is the first of T, that is first of T, that is equivalent to follow of F. Follow of F. Now you got the concept, I think. Understood? That is the another case. So these are the three cases. Understood? And one more case here is T tends to F. This is the production. So now you want to find out the follow of F, but there is nothing after F. So what is the rule is follow of F is equals to follow of T. Whatever the follow of T, that will be equivalent to the follow of F. This is the second case. Come to the third case. Come to the third case, that is some T tends to F plus T. Okay, now you want to find out the follow of F. Follow of F, that is equals to, after F there is a terminal symbol, so you need to take plus. Plus is the follow of F. Now you got three cases. Now let us check. So follow of E here, follow of E is equals to, so after E what is there? Plus. So we wrote plus. After E there is a closed parenthesis. So after E there is closed parenthesis. In this case here plus we wrote. In this case we wrote a closed parenthesis. And E is the starting symbol. So we should add dollar also. We should add dollar also. Then follow of E is equals to plus closed parenthesis and dollar. Now let us write the follow of T. Follow of T. Here, if you observe, E tends to T is there. After T, there is nothing here. There is nothing here. This is the first case, non-terminal followed by a epsilon. This is a non-terminal followed by nothing, epsilon. Then in this case, follow of T is equals to what? What will happen? Follow of E. Already follow of E we found. What is the follow of E? Plus closed bracket and dollar. So plus closed bracket to dollar. In this case, follow of T is equals to follow of E. We added that, and one more production is there here. T tends to T star F. After T there is a star. So that star also we added. Plus closed bracket to dollar star. Okay. This is the follow of T. Next follow of F. If you observe here, T tends to F. We are finding follow of F. After F there is nothing. So follow of F is equals to follow of T. We already know what is the follow of T. That follow of T we will write here. We will write here. And there is no F at the right hand side. No, these are the follow of E, follow of T, and follow of F. This is the way of finding follow. This is the case. In this we did not get a third case, that is non-terminal followed by non-terminal. In the next problem it may occur. At that time you need to find out the first of that non-terminal and assign that first of non-terminal to the follow of a particular non-terminal. Okay, this is the way of finding follow of ETF. Now let us write the reduce operations in the table. Okay, before writing the
Time
reduce
up, sir.
okay, no, I'll take one more 20 minutes because I need to finish this concept now today. Okay. Okay. Now these are the follows. These are the follows, and come to this picture, where the productions are final set of items. Okay, in I1, is there any production, the production which is having a dot at the end? Obviously no production, because just we added the dot at the left part of the right hand side production. So there is no production which is a final item. So come to I1. In I1 there is one production. మా కొంచెం అందరు మ్యూట్ చేసుకోండి ప్లీజ్, all of you please mute yourself. If you observe here, E dash tends to E dot, this is the production which is a final item. That means dot at the end, So come to I1, and this is the dollar. At the dollar we need to keep the accept, because this is the augmented grammar. Okay, ఇంకా I1 లో ఇంకేమన్నా ఉన్నాయా ఫైనల్ ఐటమ్స్? No. Come to I2. Is there any final item? Yes, there is a final item. E tends to T dot. Okay, now in the given grammar you need to check. E tends to T is the second production. Okay, now we need to add reduce operation at follow of E. So follow of E is plus closed bracket and dollar. So follow of E is plus closed bracket and dollar. In these positions we added R2. Why R2? This is a production, E tends to T, that production number is 2, so we are reducing that second production. That's what we kept R2. So R2 at plus close parenthesis and dollar. Okay, come to I3. In I3 there is a production which is a final item, that is T tends to F dot. Dot is at the position end, so T tends to F dot. So the production number of T tends to F is 4. So that is R4. Okay, and we have to find out the follow of this T. That is plus closed parenthesis star dollar, plus star closed parenthesis dollar. At these 4 positions we need to keep this R4. So R4. Now come to I4. Is there any production which is having a dot at the end? No production is having dot at the end. Come to I5. Yes, there is a production at end, dot at end. So F tends to ID. What is the production number? 6. So this is R6. F tends to ID. What is the follow of F here? Follow of F is equals to plus close parenthesis dollar and star. So on 5 plus star closed parenthesis dollar. On these 4 positions, R6, because this is the 6th production, that's what we are keeping R6 at 4 position. That means follow of F plus star close parenthesis and dollar. Okay, now I5 completed. Come to I6. Is there any production at dot at the end? No production. Come to I7. Is there any production? No. Come to I8. Is there any production at dot at the end? No. Come to I8 after I9. I9. The I9 is having a production which is having dot at the end. E tends to E plus T. What is the number in the given grammar? E tends to E plus T. E tends to E plus T is first production. So R1. So E follow. What is the E follows? Plus close parenthesis and dollar. This plus close parenthesis and dollar. At that position, we need to keep R1. Okay, this R1 we need to keep at plus close parenthesis and dollar. Next, come to I10. T tends to T star F. T tends to T star F. What is the production number? R3. So T follow. What is the follow of T? Plus close parenthesis star dollar plus close parenthesis star dollar. At those positions we need to add what we need to add? R3, because the production is T tends to T star F. So this we need to add. Now come to I11. F tends to open parenthesis E close parenthesis dot. What is the production number? This is 5. So that is R5. F follow R plus close parenthesis dollar and star. So at that positions we need to write R5 because F tends to open parenthesis E close parenthesis is the production. So in this way we will add reduce symbols into the table. Now I'll explain the table again. These are the number of states and 0 to 11 and action and go to. In action we write the terminal symbols. In go to we write the non-terminal symbol. For the terminal symbol we add dollar and from 0 whatever the go to operations we will write all those like that up to 11. Those are the shift in action table, and in go to table we will just write the numeric values only, and in action reduce operations we will write in the action table by using the follow of the non-terminal symbols, and we will write the reduce of number by using the given grammar's numbers. Those are 1 2 3 4 5 6 like that. Reduce 1, reduce 2, wherever the final item occurred in the canonical set of items, at that we will write the reduce operations by using the follow of the non-terminal symbols ETF. Okay, this is the way of constructing SLR parsing table. Yes, by using this table, let us parse the input to string, the given input to string. SLR parsing table is having a stack, input buffer and parsing table, right? If you want to that see that diagram, I'll show you where it is. See here. Is my screen visible to you? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. If you observe here, this is the SLR parser, and for this parser there is input buffer, there is a stack, and there is a table which is having action and go to. Okay, now you got a picture about this. Now see here, parsing of input string id star id plus id. This is the input string we need to parse. Okay, we already know that that parsing parser, SLR parser is having a input buffer, stack and parsing table. That is stack initially is having a 0. Okay, $0. Stack is initially having $0 0, and input buffer we will keep the input string, that is id star id plus id. Okay, at the end of the string we will keep a dollar. This is the input string which is in the input buffer, and this is the 0 in the top of the stack, 0 in the top of the stack. Now see here, all of you observe carefully, 0 on id, that means I0 on id, I0 on id, where it is going? S5. So shift to S5, shift to S5. This means this id is shifted from input buffer to the stack. Okay, 0, this id is shifted, and this 5 also comes here, 0 id 5. Now it became 0 id 5. Now you have to check 5 on star, 5 on star. See here, 5 on, where it is, star, 5 on star. What it is? R6. That means reduce R6. That means sixth production in our given grammar is f tends to id, f tends to id. That means this id will get replaced with f. This id will get replaced with f. That means this 5 also removed. That means why we are removing this 5 also is, if you observe here, how many symbols are there? One symbol is there. 1 into 2, 2. That's what you can count here. 1, 2. These two has to be replaced with f. ఈ రెండింటిని తీసేసి f రాసుకుంటాం. Hello, mute yourself, mute yourself. Please mute yourself. 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. Don't disturb the class, please. This id and 5 get replaced with the f. Now 0 on f, 0 on f, where it is going? It is going to 3. So 0 on f, it is 3. Now 3 on star, 3 on star. So let us check 3 on star. It is moving to hello. Please observe carefully. 0 on id, 0 on id S5. That means this id will get shifted to this side, and this 5 also shifted to here. Now 5 on star, 5 on star, it get reduced. That means f tends to id will get reduced. So id is a 1. So 1 into 2, 2 has to be replaced. That 5 and id will get replaced with f. After with replacing with f, this 0 on f has to be checked. 0 on f. So it is going to 3. That's what this 3 has been written here. 0 on f, it is 3. That's what this has been written here. Now you need to check this 3 on star, 3 on star, 3 on star, R4, R4. That means here also we are reducing. T tends to f. That means f is replaced with t. So how many symbols here? 1. 1 into 2, 2. That means this 3 and f get replaced with t. 3 and f get replaced with t. Now you have to check 0 on t. 0 on T, it is going to 2. So we will write 2 here. Now you need to check 2 on star. 2 on star. It is shifting S7. 2 on star S7. So that star comes this side. Okay. And yes, in S7, 7 comes here. 7 comes here. Now check yes, sorry, 7 on ID. 7 on ID. Where it is? Again shifting S5. So ID will come this side and 5 also shifted to the stack. Now 5 on plus. 5 on, where is plus? Yes, plus. Now reduce 6. Reduce 6. What we are reducing? F tends to ID is get reduced. So this ID is only one symbol, 1 into 2, 2. So 5 and ID get replaced. 5 and ID get replaced with F. 5 and ID will get replaced with F. And 7 on F. 7 on F, it is moving to 10. So F10. So 10 on plus. 10 on plus. So it is R3. What is R3? T tends to T star F. T tends to T star F. Here T star F is there. So T tends to T star F. Instead of how many symbols are here? 1, 2, 3. 3 into 2, 6 symbols we need to replace. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to T. This will get replaced with T. Now 0 on T, 0 on T, it is going to 2. So 2 we placed here, 2. Now 2 on plus, 2 on plus here, 2 on plus R2, R2. So this T will get replaced with E. T will get replaced with E. So two symbols. T2 is replaced with E. Now check 0 on E. 0 on E, 1. So 1 we placed here. Now 1 on plus. 1 on plus S6 shifting. So 1 on plus, that means plus get pushed onto the stack, and S6, that's what 6 we wrote here. Now 6 on ID. 6 on ID shifting only 6 ID and 5 S5, because S5 we wrote 5 here. 5 on dollar. 5 on dollar R6. R6 means ID. F tends to ID. F tends to ID. ID is a single symbol. So ID 5 is replaced with F. ID 5 is replaced with F. Now 6F. 6 on F. 6 on F3. So 6 on F3 we wrote here. Now 3 on dollar. What is there? 3 on dollar R4. 3 on dollar is R4, and this T tends to F. T tends to F. This F is replaced with the T. Replaced with the T, because this is only one symbol. So F3 is get replaced with the T, and 6T. T on 6 on T. 6 on T, it is 9. 6 on T, it is 9. So 9 on dollar. 9 on dollar. See here, 9 on dollar R1. R1. So R1, that means E tends to E plus T. E tends to E plus T. So 3 symbols here. 3 into 2, that is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up to E. Up to E, it get replaced with the capital E. Now 0 on E. 0 on E. Sorry. 0 on E. 0 on E is 1. 0 on E is 1. So 1 we wrote here. 1 on dollar. 1 on dollar. So 1 on dollar, it went to the accept state, and we got the E. E is the starting symbol. So our given string ID star ID plus ID is accepted by the SLR parsing table. Understood? Am I clear? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, today I'm going to end the session.